The Legend of Yue Fei, Episode 1, The Great Flood and the Iron Oath. Chapter 1, The Dragon of Water. Before Yue Fei became the immortal general, before the Yue family army shook the mountains, before the Yurkin cavalry learned to fear his banner, before 4 sacred words burned into the memory of a civilization, there was water, endless water. In the year 1103, the Yellow River rose like a dragon awakened in rage. Rain hammered the earth. The river broke its banks. Fields disappeared beneath black waves. Roads vanished. Homes were torn from their foundations and carried into the night. In the village of Tangyan, people screamed through the storm, "Run! The river has broken. Leave everything." But for the poor, everything is never much. A bowl, a blanket, a little grain, a wooden tablet for the ancestors, a child sleeping beside the fire. Inside one small house, a young mother held her newborn son against her chest. Her name was Yao. History would remember her as Yue Fei's mother. But on that night, she was not yet the mother of a legend. She was only a woman facing death, holding the smallest life in her arms. The flood struck the door. Once, twice. Then the door burst open. Cold water rushed into the house, black and violent, swallowing the floor, the firewood, the bedding, the last poor possessions of an ordinary family. Yao lifted the child above the water. The baby did not understand the storm. He did not understand fear. He did not understand that the world had already tried to take him. He only breathed. And sometimes, in the beginning of a legend, breathing is enough. Yao's husband saw that the house could not stand much longer. The walls were cracking. The roof groaned above them. Outside, the whole village had become a river. There was no road left, no bridge, no time. Then he saw it, a large water jar. It had once held grain. Now it was empty. And in that terrible night, emptiness became salvation. They wrapped the child in cloth and placed him inside the jar. Yao bent down and pressed her lips to his forehead. No mother should have to choose between holding her child and saving him. But the flood gave her no mercy. "My son," she whispered, "live." Then they pushed the jar into the water. The current seized it. The jar spun into the darkness. Once, twice. Then it disappeared. Yao reached after it, but the river took her child from her arms. Remember this moment, because long before Yue Fei learned the bow, long before he carried the spear, long before he wore armor, his life had already been offered to fate by the hands of his mother. The flood carried the jar through the night, past broken roofs, past drowned fields, past trees torn from the earth, past voices that rose once, then vanished beneath the water. The river did not know his name. The storm did not care who he might become. But heaven, some would later say, was watching. At dawn, when the rain weakened and the sky turned pale, survivors found the jar caught among the reeds. At first, they thought it held grain. Then they heard a cry, small, weak, impossible. They broke open the jar. Inside lay the child, cold as river stone, but alive. When Yao saw him again, she did not speak. She took him into her arms and held him as if the world might try to steal him a second time. The villagers wept, not only because a child had survived. They wept because in a night that had taken so much, one life had returned. That child was Yue Fei, and from the first day of his life, he belonged to the storm.